Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliana. Today I want to do something a bit different. I was perusing the internet as one does, and I found this article on the website of Buzzfeed that I will show you in a moment. But this is an oldie, so I'm so sorry. But I thought this was cute, or at least was fun to do. I thought it was something that I could do, and I will start the record screening of my screen. That's how you say it. I'm sorry, I stumble myself in my words all the time. Let's see. I think you are seeing what I'm seeing right now. So this is the article posted on May 18, 2020, and the title is, "Do you actually agree with these controversial book opinions? Calling all bookworms." I can say that I'm a bookworm, but I'm trying to be or to become one. But I thought this was fun, so let's go. So the first one. There is no point in buying multiple copies of your favorite book. So, I would say a few months ago, I would agree with this, but as you may, if you watch my videos, you know that, for instance, I have the book Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov in Portuguese, in a Portuguese translation, and in English. So, right away, I can't agree with this, but for instance, I want to acquire the translations of the saga of Dune in Portuguese that are coming out here in Portugal by a Portuguese publisher, but I also want to acquire the original publication in English, but I also want to acquire the first book, Dune, in the Penguin Deluxe edition. I think it is a hardcover. I will leave you with a picture, if I can, in the screen, because you know that has support text, maybe introductions by other authors or scholars, or I don't really know. I just know that Penguin Deluxe usually has extremely curated support texts, and I'm all for it. And of course that edition is so beautiful, but of course it's so expensive. I will say disagree. Okay, so funny. Agree, yeah, I suppose, why not? Because rationally, yeah, there is no point, right? But you could spend your money in novelties for you know what I mean? But the neutral and the disagreeings are kind of similar. Funny. Yeah, neutral or other, they disagree, I'm feeling it. They are disagreeing. They just don't want to admit it. But yeah, okay, next one. So, Harry Potter is overrated. So as you know, I haven't read the whole series, so I just read the first book of the series. But just for that one book, I think I can say that it's not overrated. I think it has its place, and I think it's well deserved. So, disagree. Yeah, okay. I was expecting this one. So 59% said disagree, and then agree 22, and neutral 19. Yeah, but I was feeling that people would disagree with this statement. So yeah, I'm with you. Okay. Paperback, it's better than hardback. Again, this is something that a few months ago, I will say for sure, I agree. But in more recent times, I didn't want to say neutral or other in my response, But I think I will, because, so my point, I totally prefer paperback, but right now I'm not of that same opinion anymore, because I think if the hardbacks are well done, well made, they can have also a pleasant and comfortable reading time in terms of the physicality of the book. So that depends. So that's why I think I'm going to say neutral or other. Okay. Oh, this is really tight. So agree 38%, disagree 32%, and neutral 30%. Funny. Yeah. So this one, I think it's difficult, because I think more and more the editions, well, if you choose correctly and depending on the publisher as well, I suppose the books are really well made, and I think that for collectors they probably prefer hardbacks, so that's why the answers, well, spread. But yeah, I'm kind of being fond of hardbacks. Yeah, so I'm 50-50 for now. Let's see how that goes. The Percy Jackson movies are actually good. So I have to admit, I never watched or read Percy Jackson, so this right here for me, it's I have no idea. But so I will say neutral or other. Funny. So few people said agree. A lot of people said disagree, but the neutral or other are right up there. So I will have to see to find out. So yeah, but of course I don't know if I want to, because I don't think that for my age or at this point in time in my life, I don't think that Percy Jackson would be a choice for me. But let me know what you think. Classics aren't actually good. Well, in some aspects, I have to say that I'm of the opinion that a book is a classic for a reason, but I also get the point of this statement, because sometimes a classic doesn't resonate with us when we read it, because we are so far away from maybe the context, the time it was written in. And sometimes some classics aren't so timeless, I shall say. But I think there are more wins than losses in terms of classics, in terms of the quality of the classic. So I will say disagree. Yeah, well, I'm with the flow of people or the majority opinion of the people that responded to this survey. Yeah, I think that's, but a lot of people said neutral or other, but yeah, the majority was disagree. Yeah, of course, you can catch some works that you don't see the point of being a classic, I suppose, of course, as anything. But I think the majority of them, or you can find a lot of books that you can extract some type of resonance with you. So yeah, listening to an audiobook counts as reading. This is very controversial. Again, if you asked me maybe 2 years ago or something, I would say disagree, because I thought that, if we are talking about reading, you have to read it with your eyes. But right now, at this moment, I would say agree, because I think that, if we are talking about the primordial times, telling stories and hearing stories, that was our way of sharing and imagining and, pass through generations those stories, so that there wouldn't be written words or anything like that. That came a lot later, and we would gather around the fire and listen to the elders and have a ritual with it. So, and I think that's fantastic, and it still happens nowadays, and I think that's great. And I don't think it takes away the experience of a good story if you are listening to it. So I'm going to say agree. Okay, well, a lot of people disagree, but the agree is not far away behind, and a few people said neutral or other. If I did this a few years ago, I would be with the majority, but well, I guess I'm not now. So ebooks are better than normal books. I will say that I have to disagree with this one because, well, I see the point of the practicality of a e-reader, or a tablet or whatever type of equipment you use, but I don't think that there is the experience of having a book. And I think as well that, I speak for myself. To peruse around the book, see a post-it that you marked or a passage or something, I think is so much more easy in a physical book. And also the experience of the paper, turning the page, not having screens, having a real object in your hands with written words, it's so much more relaxing. I don't know, I feel that the experience of having the book underlying with a pencil and doing, manually is so much more absorbing. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but I much prefer. So I'm going to say disagree. Wow, yeah, well, I'm actually with a majority in this one. A lot of people said disagree. I wasn't expecting that. I thought that the ebooks more and more became, a standard in the world of reading, but I guess not. Although this is from 2020, so, but still, yeah, cool. Characters are more important than plot. Okay, so for this one, I have to say that I don't feel that I have the baggage to make a decision. So, because this is something that I struggle with, because I don't really know for sure if I prefer a character development or if I prefer a plot development, or if I prefer the combo. So I'm going to say neutral, other. Yeah, I'm with the majority. I wasn't expecting that as well. But I suppose, well, no. Thinking about it, I get it. Because I think a lot of people think like me in a way that you prefer equilibrium. So that's why a lot of people said neutral and other. But a lot of people also said characters are more important. Agreed. So, yeah. But I'm with the majority in here. Yeah. Funny, isn't it? Sometimes I guess that we are all different. That's the point of this. So, and sometimes you can be with the majority and other times you are not. Well, we all share the love for reading, and that's the most important. I guess as well that I'm not an example or a good fit for this type of surveys because I have so little baggage that I don't even know my tastes in books. in reality, you know, or for real. So, but you know, I think it is also very fun to do this and sometimes reflect on things and in things that a lot of the times you don't even think about. At least I speak for myself. So I will see if I change my mind in some of these along the way. Maybe sometime in the future I will do, if not this, another one or something like this again, to see where I stand basically. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me some love, a like, a comment, subscribe, you know, all those things, and let me know what you thought my answers will be or what should have been in your opinion. Or if you agree or disagree or are neutral. So yeah, I see you on the next one. Bye.